No bitter end, no broken truth, just love learning how to lose you. We had a dream we didn't rush, two hearts learning how to trust. Every night felt safe and slow, like time was scared to let us go. We talked about tomorrow's name, drew our future in the flame. Every promise felt so real, like something fate had meant to seal. We stood so close to something true, so close it almost stayed. Forever felt like just one breath away. We're forever almost stayed, in the words we couldn't say, in the love we held too tight, but never say. Where tomorrow wore your face and forever knew our names. We were everything we dreamed. We're forever almost stayed. We learned each other's quiet signs, the pauses in between the lines. Knew your heart by how you'd breathe when you were close enough to me. But love can change without a sound, like footsteps leaving holy ground. One soft goodbye we didn't hear, and suddenly you weren't here. If loving you was all I knew, then I knew it well. I just didn't see the moment forever fell. We're forever almost stayed, in the nights we wished away, in the plans we never made, but made. Where your hand was meant for mine, where our stars almost aligned. We were one step from always. We're forever almost stayed. Maybe in another life we don't let go, we get it right. No fear, no walls, no delay. Forever finds a way to stay. But in this world we had to learn, some loves are close, then never turn. Still, every time I say your name, I feel that, almost feel that pain. We're forever almost stayed, in the echoes that remain, in the love we couldn't say, but made. I still walk where we once stood, still believe we almost could. I'll always love the place we made. We're forever almost stayed. We're forever almost stayed. Said goodbye like it was kind, like something meant to ease my mind. Your voice was calm, your hands were sure, as if my heart would just endure. I smiled back, I played my part, pretending I was strong, not torn apart. But every step you took away stayed with me, you chose to stay. Some vows are meant to heal, some just teach you how to feel. I try to leave that day behind, but it never crossed my mind. Your goodbye never left my heart. It learned my name, it knows my scar. It stays with me in quiet ways, in sleepless nights and faded days. I let you go, I played it smart, but love doesn't leave in parts. Your goodbye never left my heart, it never did. Years moved on, the world did too. I learned to live without you, but every song that plays too slow still finds the place you used to know. Built a life I learned to smile, to call this missing piece of style. Still every time I let love start, I hear your goodbye in my heart. Some hearts forget, some hearts move on, some just pretend the pain is gone. But love like ours refuses to, it keeps reminding me of you. Your goodbye never left my heart, it learned to breathe where you once were. It echoes soft but hits me hard, with every word I never heard. I don't blame you, I don't fight, I just live with what's inside. Your goodbye never left my heart, it stayed alive. Maybe love was never meant to end the way we tried. Maybe it's the thing that stays after goodbye. I don't regret the love we had, or tears we couldn't part. If this is all that's left of us, I've got it in my heart. Your goodbye never left my heart, even now, even then. I carry you in quieter forms, again and again. If time could heal the way they say it missed this part. Your goodbye never left my heart, it's where you are. Goodbye, still here. The night you left was calm and kind. No shattered glass, no bitter lines. Your suitcase waited by the door, but love was lying on the floor. We said goodbye like grown-up souls. your shadow disappeared. Love stayed longer than we feared. I told my heart this was the end, that time would teach me how to mend. But love don't listen to the mind. It lives where logic falls behind. Love stayed longer than goodbye, longer than tears, longer than pride. I learned to walk, to breathe, to try, but love was always on my side. You're gone, but love won't fade. It learned your shape, it learned your name. I closed the door, I moved on slow. Love stayed longer than goodbye. I packed our photos out of sight, changed my route home every night. I filled the days with other plans, still love slipped through my hands. Friends said time would even score, that I'd stop missing you before. But some goodbyes don't know when to leave, they just learn how to breathe. I don't wait up, I don't call, I don't trace you on the wall. Still love remains quiet and true in everything I do. Oh, love stayed longer than goodbye, longer than reason, longer than why. It held the parts I couldn't save. When walking away felt brave, I let you go, I meant it to. I wish you well, I really do. But after all I tried to know, love stayed longer than goodbye. Maybe love was never meant to disappear when hearts are bent. Maybe it just waits its turn until the pain begins to learn. I won't curse what we became, or wish that we were still the same. I just honor what survived when everything else said goodbye. Love stayed longer than goodbye, not as chains, not as a lie, just a truth that learned to stay when words had nothing left to say. If loving you is who I am, then I accept that, understand. I walked away, but deep below, love stayed longer than goodbye, longer than goodbye. We never needed many words, just quiet nights and openers. The silence spoke for what we felt, the truths we couldn't help but tell. Your hand would find my hand in time, between the second, between the lines. I learned your heart without a sound, where love was found, not said out loud. We didn't shout, we didn't prove. We felt our way to something true. In every pause, in every breath, we loved what hadn't happened yet. We loved in the spaces between, where nothing had to be explained. In every look, in every lean, we felt the same. No promises too big to keep, just hearts that learn to quietly. We loved in the spaces between, and that was enough. Time moved fast, but we stood still, afraid to ask, afraid to feel what letting go might someday mean. When love outgrew the in-between, we grew apart without a sound. Still love was there, still hanging round, like something sacred, something unseen, only in the spaces between. Some love is loud, some love is fast, some never meant to last, but ours was built of quiet truth and gentle acts. We loved in the spaces between, where time was kind and nights were clean, before the cracks, before the seams began to show. Even now when silence falls, I feel you here, I feel it all. We loved in the spaces between, and I still know maybe love was never meant to always say its name. Maybe it's the calm that stays after the flame. I don't regret the way we were, or words we didn't say. Some hearts are held together by what slips away. We loved in the spaces between, where memory and hope convene. If this is where our story leans, I'll let it be. I'll carry us in quieter ways, in passing thoughts in yesterdays. We loved in the spaces between, and that's with me. In between you and me. The house is quiet, lights are low. Midnight talks with ghosts I know. Every room still knows your face. Every silence knows your place. I try to leave the past behind. Fallen love said I was fine. comparing without them. Some nights when the walls fall down, you're the only truth I've found. I don't wish to turn back time or make your heart belong to mine. I just hope wherever you are, you feel the love you left in my heart. Your name still sleeps in my heart, not a wound, just a mark of a love that once was real and always will be part. Loving you is who I am, then I'll wear it like a scar, soft and deep but never gone. Your name still sleeps in my heart. We laughed like time was on our side, like love would never need to hide. Every touch felt honest, true. Back when always still meant you. We talked until the morning light, built our dreams in fragile lines. Every promise felt alive. Before goodbye, learned how to arrive. We didn't know the cost of love, how it slips away. We only knew what love could be before the word someday. We were beautiful before goodbye, before goodbye, before the tears, before the lies. When love was young and didn't know how to slowly say let go. We were beautiful in that time, when your heart still beat with mine. I hold those nights like a photograph. We were beautiful before goodbye. The silence learned to say your name, when every room no longer felt the same. We smiled through things we couldn't mend, pretending love would never end. We crossed the lines we swore we'd keep, lost ourselves in losing sleep, somewhere between the truth and pride. Love grew tired and learned to hide. I don't blame you, don't blame me. We both tried our best. Sometimes love just breaks its wings before it learns to rest. We before we learn goodbye. We were beautiful before goodbye. Before goodbye. Before the nights we had to lie. Before the distance touched our skin. Before the end came rushing in. Loving you was all I knew. Then I loved you honest and true. No matter how our story ends, we were beautiful before goodbye. Before goodbye. We were beautiful. We held the night like it was ours. Every word felt true back then. Love was young and unafraid. We didn't know our stories end. Your hand fit right inside of mine, like it always knew the way. Every dream felt close enough to almost stay. Time was kind before it before it learned to pull apart. Nothing takes away the truth of what we were at heart. We were real, even if we didn't last. Every kiss, every tear we cried. Just because it slipped away doesn't mean we ever lied. We were real when the nights were warm, when love was all we had. Some things end, some stay true. We were real, even if we didn't last. I still hear you in old songs, playing softly in my head. Every road I didn't take leads me back to things we said. We tried holding broken time, like it owed us one more chance. Love doesn't always stay just because it can. We gave all we knew to give, no regrets, no disguise. Some loves live forever, just not side by side. We were real, even if we didn't last. Every promise meant that night. Just because we let go doesn't mean we didn't fight. We were real when the world was small and love was all we had. Some hearts break, some truths remain. We were real, even if we didn't last. If loving you was all I knew, then I'd do it all again. Even knowing how it ends deep, I'd still begin. Even if we didn't last. Every breath, every silent prayer. Time can take what it wants, but not what we shared. We were real in the way it hurt, in the way we laughed. Love was true, that much I know. We were real, even if we didn't last. Some love stayed. just not in time. Years have passed like quiet rain, soft on streets and know your name. I try to change, I try to move, but every road still leads to you. I packed away what hurt the most, left memories where they belong. Still every night when lights go low, your shadow finds me on its own. Some hearts learn to close the door and never look behind, but love like ours keeps tipping soft on the back of my mind. Some feelings refuse to fade, they learn your voice, they learn your face, they live in all the quiet ways. I still feel you. I try to let the past be past, but love was built to last. Some feelings refuse to fade, no matter what I do. I learned to smile, I learned to cope, to dress my heart in borrowed hope. But every laugh I try to fake breaks when I hear your name. Oh, we weren't wrong, we weren't right, just two hearts out of time. Still every beat inside my chest remembers when we tried. Some love is meant to teach you pain, some love is meant to stay, but love like ours becomes the truth that never goes away. Some feelings refuse to fade, they stay when words are gone. They hum inside the slowest songs long after you move on. I don't fight it anymore, I know what love is for. Some feelings refuse to fade, they're part of who I am. Maybe love was never meant to end clean or complete. Maybe it's the scar that proves we felt something real. I don't regret the love we made, to your nights we couldn't say. If this is all that's left of us, I'll keep it safe. Some feelings refuse to fade, even now, even then. They show up in the softest ways, again and again. If loving you is what remained after all I've faced, some feelings refuse to fade, and I'm okay. They never fade, they stay. held your hand for the last time, slow, like my heart already seemed to know. No angry words, no tears to prove, just love learning what to do. You smiled soft like you always did, trying to hide what your eyes admitted. I felt the truth without a sound. Some love stay, even letting go now. I didn't beg, I didn't fight, I just held on with all my might. If loving you means setting free, I'll love you quietly. Even letting go still feels like loving, when every heartbeat knows your name. I walk away, but nothing's changing. Love stays gentle, love stays the same. I don't hold you, but I'm holding every promise we once made. Even letting go still feels like loving, in the softest, bravest way. I packed the words I couldn't say, left them folded in yesterday. You took your dreams, I stayed behind, learning how to be kind. Some goodbyes don't break the heart, they teach it how to fall apart. Still breathing love with every breath, even in the act of less. They say love ends when people leave, but mine just learned to grieve. If this is all I get to do, I'll love you true. Even letting go still feels like loving, when memories refuse to fade. I stop reaching, but I'm hoping you feel my love in quieter ways. I don't chase you, I don't run, I just stand here letting be. Even letting go still feels like loving, because love stays inside of me. If loving you means stepping back, I'll wear the weight, I'll take the lack. Some hearts hold on, some hearts move on. Some loves are strong enough to be gone. I don't regret a single tear, they prove my love was real and clear. I loved you well, I loved you true. Now I love you by letting you. Even letting go still feels like loving, through the quiet, through the ache. I lose you, but my heart keeps humming every song we couldn't make. If someday you remember me and wonder why I didn't stay, just know I loved you honestly. Even letting go still feels like loving. I loved you in all the quiet ways, in words I never dared to say, in midnight thoughts and silent prayers, in every breath you weren't aware. I loved you when the light a friend, afraid that love would have an end. If loving loud would make you run, I chose to love in blue. I'd rather lose you quietly than scare you with the truth. I loved you in all the quiet ways, through empty rooms and rainy days. I memorized your face so I could love you when you're gone. I never crossed that fragile line, never made your heart feel mine. You never knew my heart would break. I loved you in all the quiet ways. Maybe someday you'll hear this song and feel a love that felt so strong, a love that never made a sound, but stayed when no one was around. I don't regret the price I paid. Some loves are meant to quietly fade. Even now, if I had to choose, I'd still love you the same way. I loved you in all the quiet ways, when hope was fragile, words delayed. I carried us inside my chest and learned that silence hurts the best. If loving you meant letting go and never letting my heart show, then this is how my truth stays true. I loved you quietly. I loved you. In all the quiet ways, I still do. We sat so close and nothing much, afraid of truth inside the touch. Your eyes were full of things unsaid, every word we never said. The room was still, the clock stood by. We let the moment pass us by. Some feelings lived between the beats, where love was more than words could be. We learned the language of a sigh, of letting moments lie. In every pause, in every breath, our silence spoke instead. Where our silence still speaks, I hear you calling me. In every quiet memory, you're here with me. No never meant to last, but love like ours was built to stay. In quieter ways, where our silence still speaks, long after we let go. In all the ways we couldn't say what we both know. I don't fight it anymore. I've heard it all before. Where our silence still speaks, I still hear you. Maybe love was never meant to always raise its voice. Maybe it's the quiet truth that leaves no choice. I don't regret the love we made, or nights we couldn't keep. If this is where you stay with me, I'll let it be. Where our silence still speaks, through every passing year, I carry you in quieter forms, but always near. If this is how our story ends, I'll hold it gently. Where our silence still speaks, that's where you'll be. Still speaks. You and me. I stayed when the nights grew cold, held the truth we never told. Every promise wearing thin, still I believed in what we'd been. You drifted where I stood still. I learned to love you past my will. I carried hope you left behind. I carried us longer than time. I didn't count the cost of pain, I just carried all the weight. Some love survives by but not goodbye. I stayed in line. I held our love when you let go, when it was heavy, when it was slow. I carried us longer than time, and lost myself. Lost myself. Your silence like a prayer, heard your absence everywhere. Every step you didn't take was one more choice I had to make. I told myself love just endures, patience proves what's real and pure. But every night I cross the line between your heart and mine. us longer than time.